Hi, my name is Nav Sehmbi. I'm the head chef at the Salty Dog in Amherstburg, Ontario, and this is my Windsor Life.
5 set questions.
Okay?
First question is, what annual event in the Windsor, Essex area do you remember fondly or you look forward to every year?
Maybe about 20 years ago, the Amherstburg Wine Festival was one of the coolest things that I've seen happening. It was really cool. You know, they had chefs demonstrating. I even did that once. But it was just something that everybody could enjoy that was like, wasn't even done in Windsor really. You know, it was just something that was really driven towards more of like the younger adults and you could have a good time and you know, I just really enjoyed that. Obviously, I've loved the Freedom Festival growing up here when I was here as a kid. But as a grown adult, you know, when I came back, that wine festival really changed things for me. I saw Windsor and Essex going kind of in a different direction, kind of big city-ish. So it was kind of cool.
That's cool. That's a good throwback because we haven't had that one come out yet. That's good.
Yeah.
Second one's a harder one.
Sure.
Where's your favorite restaurant or favorite place to order Windsor pizza from?
Okay. Antonino's. Hands down. Hands down. Like there's a top 3. I'm a pizza crazy snob. I lived in Toronto. I lived in the UK. And, you know, the first thing I ever did was come back and eat Windsor pizza because nobody touched it. I've been to New York, and I will say we have better pizza than New York. I fully believe we have great restaurants here that serve great pizza. But my favorite one's Antonino's, and you know, a close second is OG and Capri for me. Yeah.
Solids.
Yeah.
All right, when you were back in the bar scene, a little younger, where'd you hang out at? What was your kind of watering hole? Where would you go to see a band or music?
Band, I fondly remember as a Riverside High School kid, I'd go see a really cool band called Cross-Eyed Cat. And they were a 3-man band, and they were a blues kind of funk, but like rock and roll blues band. And it was like, we used to go to a place called Friendly's, and it was in Riverside, and it was actually owned by a guy named Brian Friend, I believe. And yeah, anyway, it was a small place, and they would let us in. They'd sneak us in because back in the day it was a little easier then, and we'd hang out. And then growing back up again, like coming back after a long time, you know, I went to the Victoria Tavern a lot to watch a great band called In the Pocket, and they would let me go up with them and jump up on stage and sing some songs and rock it out. They were a great band from Detroit, R&B, soul, jazz band and stuff. And other than that, there was always, you know, downtown Windsor when I was growing up, like the 19s and 20s. We used to go to a place called The Residence. It was more of like a, you know, hip hop, you know, you dance me, I dance you kind of thing. And that's what I grew up with. Peppermints. There were some cool places when we were growing up. Windsor was live. It was a sick downtown. Yeah.
Well, traveling around, you've mentioned a few bands, but let's try out something current. If you're going around or you want to talk about a local musician or a local band from Windsor, Essex County, who are you talking about now?
You know, I really don't have a lot of time to go out, but when I do go out, I go see my man Max Marshall, and that's my dog. When I listen to him, it's a breath of fresh air. He's so different. He's usually by himself. I've also seen him with Soul Delegation, which is pretty cool too. But you know, like any live music to me is actually just a blast to watch. I got a real lucky day where I didn't have to go to work, and we got to go to the Art in the Park Fest, and they just had music, live music. I had this great band playing R&B and soul music, Motown hits, but no vocals. And that was kind of cool. But at the same time, you know, I was singing those songs because that's what I used to do. But it was like, I never moved. For like 2 hours, I just sat there just in awe of just like, man, it's been so long since I've seen some like live music. So yeah, I'll take in any live music I can get, but Max, he's one heck of a guy. Really cool to watch.
Good answers, man. Max is a good guy.
Yeah.
Worked with him a little bit. All right, we're thinking about the best day for a tourist. If you had somebody come in from out of town, you wanted to show them the area, what would be the kind of best day that you would lay out for them?
I mean, I definitely get them some Windsor pizza. I think that's one of the first things that I do with any of my family that comes here from across, like, across the pond or way down in different countries. I have a lot of family in different countries. So first things first, and I think they wait for it now. When they come down here, they're like, they don't leave without Windsor pizza. So that's one thing I'm going to do for sure. I'm gonna bring them down to Amherstburg for open streets, man. I mean, like the stuff they do out here, and it's not only because I work here, but this town is beautiful. It represents like a real beauty that we have in this area in Windsor, Essex, and open streets is so cool. It's great for the kids. It's great for the adults. You get to see a lot of like interaction. It's just a cool time, man. It's like, so I would definitely do that. And the Windsor Farmers Market's one of my favorites. It's where I started.
Yeah. Really?
Doing everything that I did with cooking, and those guys supported me real good. And any chance I get a Saturday off, I go out there and try to say hello to some of the old vendors I know. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, thank you for your time.
No problem, man.